All right. So yeah, last time we got to check out the school and see some stuff that was going on there, and we got involved in a little bit of a film project, which was very amusing and very funny. Yeah, man, we got the short end of the stick there because they were filming another thing that sounded better than what we got involved in. Fun, Kiri. But yeah. So we also met the other two girls on the title screen as well. So yeah, all that was great. And then also we're slowly but surely adding more and more to like the mystery and the lore as well, because the sister is heavily implied to be from outside the town as well, which is super interesting. Yeah, lots of really good intrigue still going on. Leaving the academy, I noticed the blue sky is not completely covered in clouds. This is way back to the Palm dorm, huh? There's so many school kids. Today's Wednesday, huh? Everyone usually attends school on weekdays. My sense of time in the days of the week is still a bit wonky. As to be expected, considering my only memories are of yesterday and today. Sunday is a Sabbath. Even if my hazy memory is that much I'm certain of. Considering how prominent the chapel is, I assume the town is rooted in Christianity. It's exactly how I imagine a foreign town looking. The concept of a foreign land ceases to exist when there's only one town. Am I somewhere in Japan? What? No? What are you talking about? I am not. Yes, really. My thoughts are completely innocent. Hold on. I know when we first met, but what's up with her uniform? It's way more revealing than Yune's, providing tantalizing glimpses of skin all over. Okay, now we are. Did you just like preemptively read our mind? What the fuck? Well, that was... It's different now. I wasn't. I was just admiring her clothes. I see. Wait, what? My clothes aren't ripped on purpose. I've never seen a fashion style quite like this for school. I've never seen a fashion style quite like this for school uniforms. Do they not have a dress code here? You mentioned him earlier. Who is he exactly? Once again, return to the Palm dorm, the starting point for today's exciting excursion. I've only been gone for a few hours, and it feels so cozy and welcoming. I'm home, I guess. The place is pleasant, though. It feels so cozy. Being a student dormitory, it's full of students walking here and there, and they're all roughly the same age as me. Is this really my new home? The building has a homey feel to it. Why do I feel like I've heard that voice before? Because that's our film director. What'd you find? Oh, are you gonna be the bro? What? Dang, he called your films trashy. I see. I pretend like I didn't see anything. It doesn't seem like he gave it to you at all. Uh-oh.
そこにいるのは
Yeah, remember me? Eve.
出てますけど
Yes, she traumatized me.
おお我が次回作の主演男優じゃんか戻ってきてくれたんだな
But also, she is very cute, so I'll deal with it. Not exactly.
キリエとシュウ知り合いなの次の主演になってくれたんだ
I am not.
先輩の強引さがよくわかりますね
Oh, she did it to you. Did it to you too, huh?
嘘をつくなよシュウ証拠はここにあるんだぜ
Oh, right. Flippin' A, darn it.
ポチッとも
My boy, speaking the words, I'd be happy to help out. It's the least I can do. Can be heard from this small device.
シュウの声だ
That was forced out of me.
同じっぽいトーンでしたけどね
What kind of person carries a recorder around him, then? Apparently her.
幼児は
初対面だ
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Shu.
よろしくあれいくつもしかして同い年
I'm in Yune's grade, so second year.
ダメじゃんどこのクラスつか第一チベッタ出身
I feel camaraderie with this boy the same age and gender as myself. I find myself unable to answer this barrage of questions.
そのあたりのお話をするためにギドウ先輩を探してるんだけどギドウだったら食堂にいたよな
ああにしてもキリエ先輩を呼び捨てはどうかと思うぞ
いいんだよギドウだから
Dang.
納得してしまいますね
Yes. They lead me toward the cafeteria as my mind conjures up images of this mysterious Guido. Wow.
いるか
Everything in this dormitory looks like really fancy and everything. But especially, like, this is a cafeteria, right? Yeah. Especially this in particular, looks super fancy.
ご飯でもないのに食堂にいるの
さっきは一人で瞑想してたぜ
Oh, he meditates? Yoji points to someone who must be Guido. As I follow the direction of his finger. My man. Please tell me you're not naked wearing a tie. Please. I spot a solitary gentleman. Okay, at least he has shorts on. He has shorts or pants on at least, so. Because you could tell he was gonna be shirtless, but at least he has something. Strike that. A solitary pervert. Huh?
おいこらギドウ服を着ろ服を
Is that your underwear?
なんだキリエか
It's not your underwear, is it? A deep male voice reaches my ears, followed by the gaze of an unknown stranger. There's a calmness behind his eyes. Bright blue eyes like a cloudless sky framed by long feminine eyelashes. This man, seemingly the personification of Rodin's the Sinker, seems unfazed by Kiryu's frantic cries. Or his own toplessness, for that matter.
何の用だ暇なら相手をしてくれ
アホかここはお前の部屋じゃねえんだただの変態です
I see.
もう最悪
We got a Gray from Fairy Tail or Ryuichi from Summer Pockets, you know. But he'd be great friends with both of those guys.
まさにギドウ先輩だな
Let's see. I assume this man, who is in a state of partial undress, is the aforementioned Guido. Looks exactly like I expected him to, and yet completely different.
そこの男子生徒は初めて見る
Oh, my name is Shu. Guido gestures to a chair across from him.
な一戦交えよう下手な言葉を交わすより友愛が深まる
I don't know if I want to play chess with you. I feel like I'd be distracted the entire time. Sorry, I don't know how to play chess. Shogi would be good though.
将棋
将棋ってなんだ
You guys don't have shogi here? It has a very European vibe to it, so I guess it makes
ってい
sense.
うか先輩 よく見たらコマの形おかしくないですか？
Do they? Oh, yeah, they do. What the fuck? What kind of chest is this?
俺が作ったコマたちだ。それはカボチャの馬車。
But like, why though?
クイーンを乗せて動くことができる。クイーンの身代わりにもなる。
But why?
強そう。
Huh.
この竜みたいな子は
まんまドラゴンだ。浮いているから相手のコマの上を飛ぶことができるが、降りないと取れない。
What? What's wrong with regular chess, Guido?
ちょっと面白そうかも。このドロドロしたやつは
ゾンビ。油が塗られてるから相手が取るのを嫌がる。
地味な嫌がらせだな。
このおっかない男は
追いはぎだ。前にしか進めないが、取られると服を脱がなくてはならない。
But why? I don't know the first thing about chess, but these seem like incredibly specific rules.
ギド先輩そっくりのコマがある。
それは俺だけにしか使えない。
I see.
周囲8マスにメギドの炎を加える。
What?
もはやチェスなのか何なのか。
っていうかこのコマたち造形すっごい凝ってますよね。
ただの手慰みだ。
You must have a lot of time. You made these yourself? Wow. To visualize a piece is one thing, but he carved them with such exquisite detail.
ギド先輩の手先は異次元ですからね。
Is he eccentric, or is the entire town like this? A single glance is enough to see the quality far surpasses a simple hobby.
それで相手は誰だ？
His overbearing confidence is a little overwhelming.
いいから服を着てこ
Just like that, a sound argument gets us back on track. The fact that Kiri is like... like that...
転入生。
The fact that she is off put by you says a lot, because she's already crazy herself.
案外驚かないんですね。
いや、驚いているよ。オーロラの外から。
It's pretty unbelievable, and yet his face looks completely unfazed. He's got the composure of a proper upperclassman.
ちょっと待って。オーロラの外？キリエには話してなかったの？
She wasn't interested in anything I had to say. I'd also been afraid of scaring her off.
うちの主演俳優は外の人間かよ。
I already said I'm not doing it. Her eyes instantly light up, giving me flashbacks to our previous encounter. Oh no.
俺もなかなか信じられねえけど、男同士、また後で話でも聞かせてくれよ。
Sure. Although, as I said, I have amnesia. I don't remember anything from the outside world.
なんだ、残念だな。
でもシュウはたまに記憶を思い出すことがあるの。シュウがピンとくるワードさえ言えば。
なるほどな。週に関係のありそうなワードか。
Have any ideas?
ブラジャー、
Kiri?
パンティ、
Sakia, please. Why do you guys think I'm a huge pervert? Part of me worried those words might trigger something.
クラスとか教室とかはどうだ？学校に通っていたのなら関係がありそうなものだな。
I feel like we already tried that, but I mean, you weren't there, but... Those words are a little too abstract. I need something a bit more specific. The two words that worked so far were backpack and St. Aria Academy. Hearing them painted very specific pictures in my head.
じゃあ、体操服とかどうだ？
Did that work? Gym clothes. My head.
ビンゴですか。
It's working?
思い出せる？シュウ。
Well, it definitely triggered something. That's right. Speaking of gym clothes, something about gym class on a summer day. We were playing soccer, my favorite, except I forgot my gym clothes. I had to sit out.
一大事だな。それで。
Crisis. I don't know about that, Kiri, but okay. It just so happened this kid in my class accidentally brought his gym clothes with him, and he didn't have gym that day. And even though we never talked before that day, he let me borrow his clothes.
なるほどな。
で、オチは？
What punchline?
ちょっとキリエ、 失礼でしょ。いやだってあんな思わせぶりに話しといてオチがねえってどういうことだよ。
I am trying to get my memories back. Sorry, it's just a memory of mine.
つまんねえ話ならオチを作らんかい。そいつの汗が染み込んで最悪だったとか、乳首のところに穴が開いてたとか。
No, please don't start the motor nipple. I already get chipped for that. She was finally stopping it. The clothes are
だ
fine.
からそういうことじゃなくて。
まあまあ下手に創作を交えられても困るというものだ。週の
確かにどんな生活を送ってたのか興味あるかも。
Not bad. Ah, shit. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on a minute. There it is. Sorry about that. Not that one.
まあまあ下手に創作を交えられても困るというものだ。週の言葉は貴重な証言でもあるんだからな。
謎に満ちたシュウ先輩の生態に迫る。
Not some rare species of animal.
でもまあ分かったことはあるな。週の通ってた学校じゃ夏に体育でサッカーをする。
割と普通のことだよね。
共通する常識もあるってことさ。
外の人間はギャグセンスがないってことだな。
This is serious business, Kiri. My life isn't a joke. At the very least, I understand that I've lost my memories. I seem only further intrigued by my confession of being an outsider.
じゃあシュウはどうやって入ってきたのかも覚えてねえのか。
Nope. I'm not even sure I came here because I wanted to or if I was brought here. Is there a gap somewhere in the aurora?
開いてるわけないよそんなの。
It does appear pretty solid. You never tried to blast it apart? Like with some of Kiri's explosives? The room falls silent at my suggestion.
さすがの私もそれは。
Ah, I see.
週他のやつには絶対言うなよそれ。特に先生とか。
Why, what happened? That idea? Yune pokes me repeatedly.
オーロラは神聖なものなんだから壊すとか冗談でも言っちゃダメだよ。
Ah,
さすがに。
I see. That makes sense. I see. Oops. Is that so? Sorry. That's really awkward. The question is mostly rhetorical, but I hadn't expected such an over-the-top reaction. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much like like in our world if we were to suggest blowing up a church or something. So yeah, reaction makes sense. The aurora is sacred, huh? The aurora seems to be an especially sensitive topic around here, so I should tread more lightly when talking about it.
それで結局何の用だったか。
あ、そうそう。ギド先輩、部屋を用意してあげてほしいんです。
ああ、週の部屋だね。
Yes, please. Is it possible? I should probably tread more carefully, given that Guido is the hall director for the Palm Dorm. A sort of finesse is required as he controls who gets what room.
ユネと相部屋でいいのか。
Don't mind if I do?
ユネの部屋は3階に上がってすぐ右に。
違います。なんで私たちを一緒にするんですか。
ユネの部屋で目を覚ましたんだろう。ダメなのか。
いや、ダメですよ。男子と女子で一緒の部屋とか。ユネ先輩、珍しく照れてますね。
確かになかなかレアだ。
何がダメなんだ。
This is quickly getting out of hand.
もし部屋が汚れてるなら今から掃除してもらっても。
そうじゃなくて、だいたい女子寮だったら琴葉さんいるし。
Kotaha? Yeah, that was Kiri's friend, right? That name sounds familiar. Before I can interject, two should appear but the bombshell devil herself.
廊下で随分と賑やかなと思ったら、やっぱりキリエか。
Yep. Oh.
おっすことね。
Oh, hello? Oh, the supporting actors of the film I've been forced into. I thought we were getting memories back.
君は確かシュウ君。
Kota, actually,
あれ、琴葉さんとも知り合い？
We starred in a film together. Starred.
聞いてくれコタハ。ユネが自分の部屋にこのシューを住まわせたいと。
What? You suggested that? What do you mean?
だから言ってないですってば。新しい男子の部屋を。
ユネ、裏若い男女が一つ屋根の下というのはあまり好ましいものではないよ。不純異性交友といって。
I don't know what you mean at all.
だから違うって言ってるのに。
Poor Yuna.
待てことね。でもうちらは寮暮らしだからみんな同じ屋根の下ってことになるぞ。あれ？
それもそうだな。
琴葉さん、いつ見ても綺麗だな。
Yuna is clearly in a rough spot. I mean, hey, Carrie doesn't seem to mind, so we can go for her.
な
Same.
るほどね。新しくシュウ君の部屋を用意してほしいと。
そうなんです。もちろん男子のいる1、2階に。
Now that things have settled down, we explain my entire situation to Kota from the beginning. Kiri only complicates things further, adds to her room. Yoji and Sakia do as well, since they're not directly involved.
部屋は空いてたかな、ギド。
問題ない。1階も2階も1部屋ずつ空いている。
Apparently, Kota is the hall director for the girls' dorm, which explains why the students feel so comfortable around her. She and Guido come off as incredibly approachable. No wonder they're so popular.
なら大丈夫そうかな。荷物もないみたいだし、ちょっと綺麗にすればすぐ使えるだろう。
Thank you. I appreciate it. Realistically speaking, it's difficult to live without a proper place to stay. Considering I'm most likely stuck here for the foreseeable
そ
future.
れにしても、外からか。こんな日が来るとは思わなかった。
What do you mean?
いつか来るかもしれないとは思っていたけど、こんな唐突なものとは思わなかったな。
Sorry, Kota, I thought you were done.
それにしても、外からか。こんな日が来るとは思わなかった。いや、
まあいい。とりあえず部屋に案内しよう。シュウの部屋は2階、幼児の隣だ。
Alright, cool.
掃除手伝うね。
Oh, thanks. She really is very kind. I'm honestly surprised by how welcoming everyone is in general. Is this really where I'm supposed to be? Although I'm truly grateful for everyone's kindness, I can't help feeling slightly uneasy. Huh. This is it, right? The door's locked.
ああ、そうか。指紋の登録をしないとな。
Wow, you guys have really good security, huh? Fingerprints?
ほらそこ。
Glancing around, I noticed every door but mine has a black intercom-esque device attached to it. Is that like a doorbell or something?
その機能もあるけど、それだけじゃなくて。
ちょっと下がっててくれ。鍵を開ける。
Guido takes out a brass key and uses it to unlock the device, opening it.
確かこの赤いボタンを。それ。
生体認証の登録を開始します。今から流れる手順に従い、指紋、声紋の登録を行ってください。
It's gracious. Are we like in the future or something?
よし、これでいい。
Biometric registration? Said a robotic voice catches me off guard, but not as much as the words it speaks.
週の指紋と声紋を登録して部屋に入れるようにするの。
Why is this so advanced? Why can't I just use a key?
セキュリティの問題もあるだろう。なくさない指紋の方が安心だ。
Yeah, why is the security so tight?
ピッと音が鳴るまで人差し指を電子パネルに押し付けてください。
ほら登録始まったよ。早く。
Oh, here? I press the right index finger firmly against the panel. Almost immediately after, I hear a beep.
角度を変え、もう一度お試しください。
Like this? I have to do the same for my thumb and middle finger, but finally the scan is complete.
指紋の登録は以上となります。
Can I finally go inside now? It seems like an unnecessarily long process just to open a door. I feel bad for you, Nagito. I have no choice but to wait around.
続いて正門の登録を行います。ピッとなりましたら、パネル付近のマイクに向かってお声掛けください。
This is taking forever.
登録完了しました。
Lol.
されてるし。
But like, why is it like this?
問題はなさそうだな。じゃあユネ、あとは頼む。
Dude, I used to use the fingerprint for my phone lock screen to unlock my phone. I stopped because like it stopped working. Like for some reason, it just randomly stopped working, and I could never scan my fingerprint again. So I got irritated of using that.
は
So I don't like the whole
以上
fingerprint
で生
thing.
体認証の登録は終了しました。トラブルが生じた場合は聖アレイヤ学院教員まで。
Thank you, robotic voice. All done?
い。これで週の指紋と正門が登録されたから部屋に入れるね。
Yeah, unless it stops working. Doesn't anyone use keys around here?
今日は全部オートロックだからないよ。
Like, why though? The use of electronic locks makes the door seem like a fancy hotel. And biometric authentication on top of it. I wasn't expecting this level of technology.
ハイテク？
You never heard that word before? They use biometric authentication, but seem bewildered by the word's phone and technology. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't even think about that. Oh, that's actually really sus. Hey, can I transfer schools? I guess I just have to accept how things are around here without question. I wouldn't.
じゃ早速入ろうよ。
That is very suspicious. What the fuck? That was a really good point you brought up, though. Okay. What's the room look like? I press my index finger against the door and it opens. And if you guys help, we tidy up my dust-filled room. Wow, it's like an entirely new room. After tidying up the room that was clearly vacant for quite some time, it looks as clean as a showroom. This is my room now. The room is far more spacious than seems necessary for a single student. The addition of a private bathroom is a nice touch, providing a fairly comfortable living space.
シーツも洗ったし、蛍光灯も新しくしたし。お、洗濯機は共用ね。あと他に足りないものあるかな。
Yune's eyes sweep the room, ensuring nothing's been overlooked. Honestly, this room is more than perfect for me. Actually, is there a clock?
あ、本当だ。時計がないや。
I instinctively tried to check the time and noticed that there wasn't any way to do so. It's not like I'll die without it, but it would be nice to have.
確か鳩時計が余ってるから取ってくるね。ちょっと待ってて。
Sure. Wait, a dove clock? I mean, I was just guessing that it's gonna be a clock in the shape of a dove? By dove clock, does she mean cuckoo clock? When a bird flies out to announce the hour?
お待たせ。
Sorry, but what's a dove clock? The question is hardly out of my mouth before she places it on the bookshelf.
はい、これが週の時計ね。
Thank you, Yune. Huh. It definitely is a dove clock, I suppose. But it's nothing like I was imagining. A dove clock, huh?
そうだけど。
On first glance, it looks like an ordinary alarm clock, but the toy bird that pops out is roughly the same size as a real one. Also, the dove has something in his beak that resembles a branch. Can you show me how to use it?
もちろん。ね、ここのつまみでアラームがセットできて。
It's basically just an alarm clock then. I am not a morning person, so this will come in handy. Same man, same.
時間になると鳩が鳴いて知らせてくれるから。
What? I see. Can I try it out?
オッケー。
Can I turn the thing off? I don't want it chirping every hour. It's already almost 5 in the afternoon, so I set the alarm for 2 minutes past the hour. I wait, and then...
ただいま11月28日水曜日17時2分
Yune, why does it talk? It can talk.
この子がいつでも日付と時間を教えてくれるの
You can take it back now. Yune pets the bird's feathers. It's somewhat endearing.
それとこの子の頭を叩くと今みたいにいつでも時間を教えてくれるよただいま11月28日水曜日17時3分
Thank you, Dove Clock. I think I get it. What's it got in his beak?
それは特に意味ないかなオリーブの枝だったと思うけど
Olive. An image of olive oil springs to mind, and I assume it's the same plant. It appears to be ornamental only.
これで必要なものは揃ったっぽいかな他の部屋もだいたいこんな感じだし
Thanks for helping me out.
1階と2階が男子寮で3階と4階が女子寮だから
Your room is on the 3rd floor, right?
そうそうでも男子は勝手に3階から上に上がっちゃダメだからね
Can you invite me? I guess I made an exception in order to allow Yune to care for me in her room. Carrying a big guy like me up those 2 flights of stairs must have been both suspicious and a lot of work. Sorry about that. Or rather, thank you for everything. I can't really repay you in any meaningful way right now. Naturally, I don't have so much as a penny to my name. Whoops.
困った時はお互い様でしょ
Aw. Yune. Yune had helped me out of the kindness of her heart, without expecting anything in return. I spent enough time around her to know she's not the type of person to keep score on give and take. And even though I realize there's nothing I can do that can repay her kindness. Is there anything I can help you with? Like chores and maybe some heavy lifting? I can't just sit idly by without offering. I really want to repay her somehow, either helping her or doing something for the town. He looks up at me and taps her index finger against her chin.
ちょっとあるかも
What's that?
でもまた今度ね
What do you mean? Why don't you just tell me now? She tells me with a smile.
私個人で手伝ってほしいことは確かにあってそれはもしシュウが暇になったら声かけさせてもらおうかな
I mean, I'm free right now? Oh, sure. Anytime you want.
ありがとうじゃあご飯の時にまた食堂でバイバイ
Aw, bye, Yune. With that said, Yune leaves my room. She smells so nice. The faint scent of Yune's long hair lingers, making the room feel slightly less like my own. Silence settles around me. This is my first time alone since I arrived. I'm really tired. Yeah, definitely had a long day. After being exposed to one unfamiliar opinion or custom after another, I feel like I've wandered into a movie. It's clear there's still a lot I don't understand about this place, and it will take time for me to learn. Maybe I'll take a nap. Everything feels so dreamlike already, but sleep will give me the hard reset I need. With that thought in mind, I throw myself onto the nice, clean bed. Hello? Shortly after I drift off to sleep, I'm awakened by Yoji. He shows me how to get to the cafeteria, and we have ourselves a feast. Oh, that was really abrupt for a minute. Huh. It's locked. Alright, the auto lock. Just as I remember the fingerprint authentication panel, the door unlocks. Looks like it recognized my voice. Perhaps it's nice not needing to worry about a key. Till it stops working. Oh. Following dinner, I had an engaging chat with Kira and Yoji before heading back to my room. I glanced at the clock to see it's already around 10 p.m. I was quite to chat.
28日水曜日22時7分。
Thank you, Dove Clock. I tried tapping the dove. The chirps are fine, but the voice is very bizarre. Home sweet home, I guess. The room contains only basic necessities of life and this curious little dove clock. Tomorrow is Thursday and I have school, so I should probably get some sleep. I can't sleep after that nap earlier. I've never had that problem. Like, I'll take a nap in the afternoon and still be able to sleep throughout the night just fine. I stared blankly at the fluorescent lights on the ceiling, wide awake. I open my door as quietly as I can before slipping out. The hall is deserted. I want some fresh air, but... Oh, the cafeteria.
寮の門限は10時だから、それ過ぎたら外に出ちゃダメだからね。
Dang. First day and already breaking rules, huh? Nice. I feel bad making a rule I had only just learned about. Oh. I suddenly had an idea, although technically it was still against the rules. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is a way.
何してるの？
Breaking curfew. Huh. Listen, already busted.
ここは3階。女子寮のはずなんだけど。
I'm the janitor. Sorry. As I apologize, she looks me in the eyes and seems to understand everything.
しょうがない。内緒だからね。
Thank you, Yuna. You're a sweetheart. While keeping an eye out to make sure we're not spotted, she grabs my hand, leading the way. Go to the clock tower that overlooks the town. Aww.
でも気持ちいいな。
Oh, fuck yes, I love the cold. As we peek out of the bell tower, a gust of night wind blows past, caressing our skin. It's chilly, but it helps calm my racing thoughts. She's right. It does feel good.
街のことを見渡すなら、やっぱりここが一番かな。
The Palm Dome Clock Tower is the tallest building around, with no other structures even coming close. The town now blanketed in the veil of night looks different from how it did during the day. I'm sorry for sneaking in without asking.
大丈夫。シュウはまたここに行きたいだろうなって。
Ah, I see,
うまく思ってたから。
You're very perceptive, huh, Yuna? Is that so?
うん。だってまだ気になってそうな顔してたし。
I guess so. Even now, there's something I can't help but notice out of the corner of my eye. The aurora. Not the natural light display in the sky I know about, but a physical wall that encircles the town. Where is this town? What is that wall? Honestly speaking, it's incredibly bizarre.
シュウの言ってることは私たちにとっても不思議。今さら誰も疑問に思うことなんてないものだから。
And that is suspicious in its own right. Does everyone like living here?
好きっていうのもピンとこないかな。私たちは他の世界を知らないし。
That's fair. If someone asked if I liked this universe, I couldn't answer either. That I take these things for granted isn't surprising, considering my experience is vastly greater and my world vastly larger than the folks here. Aside from that, nothing else really feels that out of place.
例えば
Everyone's good people. There are plenty of weirdos, but everyone's so nice and we can communicate.
言葉が通じないなんてことがあるの？
This goes so much deeper than I thought.
わかった。確かバベルの塔を壊した神様が怒って人類の使う言葉をバラバラにしちゃったんだよね。
You know about that?
違った？
Not necessarily, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, countries. Right. What I noticed about Sister Lily earlier. Usually people speak different languages based on where they're from, so...
もしかしてフランスとかオランダとかそういうこと？
Huh. Now it's gonna be even more sus. How you know about France and the Netherlands, but you don't know about like other things like technology? Yeah, you know about foreign countries?
一応知識としては。でも、
Uh.
もうなくなってるものだから。
Huh. All gone? I realized Yuna's perception of the world was so very different from my own. Even our perception of the world, of the word foreign, is different.
だってフランスってモネとかバトーがいた国でしょ。大昔の話だし。
Monet, the painter? I don't know everything, but I'm sure there's no way France is just gone. My voice trails off mid-sentence. I realize I have no proof to back up my convictions. Yeah? Let me guess. You learned about this too?
うん。常識だよ。子供でも知ってるもん。そんな昔の国なんて。101年前に全部なくなっちゃったってことくらい。
I see. Yeah, ellipses. Massive ellipses. Awards hit me far harder than anything else I've experienced thus far. Is that triggering memories?
去年がちょうど100年だったから、101年だよね。うん。
Alright, go on. What happened 101 years ago?
101年前のアポカリプスで、外の世界は滅亡しちゃった。だからこの街があるって。常識なわけないか。州からしたら。
No, I have amnesia. No, I'm kind of at a loss for words. This isn't the time for cracking jokes. If what she says is true, then everything outside the town has been wiped out over a century ago. So the Aurora...
世界の終わりから街を守ってくれたものだよ。私たちはずっとそう聞いてる。
It's hard for me to put my emotions into words. Her version of history upended my entire concept of reality, and the shock was greater than anything I'd experienced here. Still, if I can accept at least for the time being, then that explains why things are prioritized or valued the way they are here. That means, without an outside world, my very presence is an anomaly.
そういうことになるかな。私にとっては当たり前すぎて、こうやって今さら考えることも普段はないけど。
I don't understand how you know what France is. Doesn't it no longer
リ
exist?
リー先生が教えてくれるから、この絵はフランスの風景を描いたものだとか、この画家はオランダ人だとか。
I recall they used the statue of David as a basis of measurement, and realized the town must have originated based on art from all over the world. There's a transcendence of the fine arts that seems to permeate the streets of the town. That explains how you know about all the foreign countries, but only as ancient history.
違うの？
No, I don't know. My instincts cry out against everything she's saying, but I have no proof or no logical explanation to back me up. Considering I'm the one who can't remember anything, I'm probably the one who's wrong.
私にはあんまり想像がつかないな。シテール島の巡礼みたいな光景がオーロラの外に広がってるなんて。でもシュウがあんな絵の世界から飛び出してきたって考えると面白いかも。
She giggles, innocently amused. But I can tell, my being here is worse than I thought. If your only experience of the world is through paintings, then there's not much that separates foreign from fantasy. What's the difference between a foreign land and an imaginary one if you've never seen it? I'm not sure they even grasp the concept of countries being far bigger than towns. In that case, do you know what country we're in now?
国なんて呼び方はしたことないけど、うん。ここは昔日本だったところなんでしょ？
Right, that's what I thought. You're still speaking Japanese. I'm relieved to finally reach the point where our fundamental awareness is the same. Even if no other countries or languages exist, at least my perception of Japan is correct. If I arrived speaking only Italian, things might have gotten a tad bit messier. None of you have accents either.
鉛ってこうやって喋ること？
That's baby talk. That's actually more surprising. There's no rhyme or reason between what words exist and what don't. Actually, I had a feeling she wouldn't know what I was talking about. Since this town is the only world you know, awareness of other countries seems pointless. I understand her reasoning. I get it, but because of the cultural differences and the gap between our perceptions of the world, it doesn't really hit home.
でもジャポニズムの作品ならギャラリーにいくつかあるから知ってるよ。
A gallery?
美術回廊学校の中にあるんだけど、いろんな作品がいっぱい展示されてるの。
Like a museum, I guess? I'm interested. I've never been that interested in art, but it seems to be one of the commonalities we share. At the very least, I seem familiar with Monet and Watteau, which is the opposite of what I'm used to.
それじゃ今度案内してあげる。広いから一日じゃ回りきれないと思うけど。
Thanks. If they have at least one famous art piece I know, it'll provide a definite link between me and the outside world.
シュウはまだ何も思い出さない？
No, well, not exactly. I still remember the names of foreign countries at least. Although I might not have remembered it if she hadn't mentioned them. Trying to unearth forgotten memories with nothing to go on is as difficult as attempting to scale a mountain of no gear.
シュウは外に戻りたいって思う？
I don't know. I don't remember anything. Also, to be honest, today was a lot of fun. At the very least, I have no plans of running off.
そ
Oh,
れは嬉しいかも。
that laugh was super cute.
私も正直今でも不思議なんだ。こうやって外から来た人と喋ってるなんて。
It'd be akin to me chatting up an alien from outer space.
ねえシュウ、私オーロラの外には誰も行けないって言ったけど。
Yeah? And how it's taboo to even think about the outside world.
本当は一つだけ例外があるの。
Oh? What's that exception, Yuna? What's
オ
that?
ーロラを越えて毎年やってくるって言われてる人が一人だけ。
Who? Is it Santa Claus? That person exists, and I can't be the only outsider around. The name drops from Yuna's lips.
サンタさん。
It is nice, good old Saint Nick. I'm not sure if she's joking or not, but I see delicate innocence in her eyes. The only one who can cross through Ruhr into town, of course it'd be Santa.
わかる？サンタクロース。
Yeah, gotta love good old Santa Claus. Of course. Assuming we're thinking of the same jolly fellow.
クリスマスになったらトナカイの引く空飛ぶソリに乗って。
Wait, we're not Santa, are we? And he slides on the chimneys to give presents to all the good boys and girls.
よかった。サンタさんは通じるんだね。
Of course I know Santa. I remember. But it's nothing more than a fairy tale. But it's nothing more than a fairy tale told to children.
私たちくらいの年になったらみんな純粋に信じたりはしないんだけど、
It seems we share that perception as
今
well.
日は少しありえるのかもって思った。
Huh? I turn to Yuna confused and she giggles, lifting one finger in the air.
もしかしたらシュウがサンタさんなのかも。
Ah, I see, she was thinking it too, huh? Me? I don't know. Call me fat. I don't have the right clothes, I'm missing the magnificent beard, I don't have any gifts to dole out. I don't think there's such a thing as a young Santa.
そうだよね。
The belief in Santa is an experience everyone goes through. Although the story is slightly different here, he uses flying sleigh to pass through the otherwise impenetrable aurora. A legendary children's tale with a local twist. I guess everyone dreams of Santa at some point.
でもよかった。シュウが優しそうな人で。
Oh, thanks. You too, Yuna. You're one to talk. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be passed out by that lake. I was on the brink of no return when an angel's voice guided me to safety. I seriously could have died right there, and no one would have ever known. Although the mystical aura she held at the time has faded, her beauty remains. I'm tempted to say something I definitely regret later. What, that we stole our panties? After all, the hint of romance in the silent night air.
運んでくれた咲夜にもお礼言わなきゃね。
Of course. I won't. I'm sure it just come out as pretentious nonsense, so I'll keep it to myself. The way she looked as beautiful as an angel standing there on the back of a Vntu lake will be my little secret.
さてと、降りますか。
You better. We talked a little too long. I think we talked just enough. She asks if I'm too cold, but I assure her I'm fine. She's so sweet that I feel the overwhelming urge to do something nice for her. You get her a Christmas gift?
それじゃ、明日は8時にエントランス集合だからね。初日から遅刻しないように。
Of course. Good night.
おやすみ。
The sight of Yune's smile makes me feel like I'll be able to sleep well. Oh, Chapter 1, Part 2. The attribute of an imminent snowfall. November 29th, Thursday. All right. So yeah, we got to, meet some more of our classmates or schoolmates, Yoji and Guido. So I like that we have, two other male characters too, because usually when there's more than one, it helps add to the dynamic. So that's cool, I'm gonna guess Yoji's gonna be more of the main bro though. Yeah, and we had a really nice talk with Yune. Really nice. It was a really nice and sweet talk, but also brought up a lot of really interesting questions here. So apparently the apocalypse happened, but it's also kind of it's still a mystery though, because we don't know if that's true or not. Like how Shu said, we don't have our memories, but on the flip side, they've just been taught this. They've been enclosed in this town for their entire lives, so they could have just been told that. But we can't say anything either because we don't have our memories. So either they were told that and were lied to, or this really happened. The apocalypse happened. Everything else on Earth is destroyed, and that's why they're all still here in this thing. It's hard to tell though. I can't tell right now whether or not. Yeah, see, Sister Lily would be one thing, but even then, still doesn't really tell you one way or the other. So I'm very curious to see if it's what Yune said, or if the other world of the outside world still does exist, but they're locked up for some other reason. Very curious about all that. So again, even more intrigue added on top of it. So I really like that. I really like the building mystery a lot. And we also have other things too. The school having such strict security, on top of the fact that they already have the town being under strict security of the Aurora, and also the potential that we might be Santa Claus. So yeah, lots of stuff going on.